Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dell and thank you for clicking on the video. Right now I'm getting ready to do just a quick front yard tour. I've still got work out here to do, but just to show you what is going on so far, we'll start right here. So this is a little limelight. It's getting ready to bloom, and I think some bugs have started to eat on it a little bit. I just realized that, but it's starting to bloom. As you know, those blooms get like a chartreuse, and then when they fade off they turn into a mauve. So that's really pretty. I had one on the other side, but that one died. This is a Gora plant. I love this plant, but sometimes the blooms on it burn out and I forget to clip the stems and it looks raggedy like it does now, but it's a beautiful plant. Okay, here I have some lamb's ear, and if you're wanting to do a ground cover, you don't want to spend a lot of money, lamb's ear is the way to go because it spreads and spreads, and then you can divide it and put it throughout your garden. Now this particular lamb's ear was just a one pot from Lowe's a few years ago. It should be bigger than this, but even though I get sun on this side, I don't get enough for this to flourish like it should. Back here, and it needs to be cleaned up, this is a foxglove that had some beautiful blooms on it. Hopefully it will bloom again before the summer is out, but this is the color of it. It's so pretty. Okay, and this is an azalea that I found on the clearance at Lowe's a couple of months ago, and I think it was $5. It was brown, but I fertilized it, watered it, and now it's coming back. Hopefully it will bloom. And these are some more shrubs. In this pot back here, these flowers, of course, are not real because I was trying to figure what I was going to put in it. However, these petunia seeds dropped. I didn't plant these. These came back from last year. So that was good. And I just have to figure out what else I want to put in there. Something different. All right, right here is the, what is the name of this plant? I cannot think of it, but it has the purple blooms at the top, and it's two of those in there. Those also came from clearance a couple of years ago, and when the summer began they were just gorgeous, and now I think they're getting too much heat. Here is another foxglove that's blooming, and I don't think I planted this here. I think this grew there because I don't remember buying one foxglove. Back here are some transplanted hostas from across my yard, and then there's another shrub. I can't think of the name of it, but that's what's back in this area. Okay, here is another lamb's ear that should be bigger than that. We've got some irises. Someone gave those to me. I planted some in the back as well, and some more transplanted hostas. And then this is a hydrangea. It blooms white, and it was huge. After it bloomed this summer, I cut it back, and hopefully we can get some more blooms out of it. But it's a beautiful, beautiful white color. And I bought this rose from Walmart, the clearance area at Walmart. The petite rose, I just keep it watered until I can figure out where I'm going to put it. I think I'm going to put one on this end and one on the other end. There is another baby hosta there that was transplanted, trying to come up. And across this border, These are all clearance plants from Lowe's as well. These are petunias and marigolds. And of course, they didn't look like this when I first purchased them, but they are really, really thriving. I just make sure I water and fertilize them, and they're looking really good. So they're all the way down on each side. And then here is another, it's a boxwood. And I planted these because the other ones died years ago, and these started off as babies, but they really have thrived in this area. And there's the other one right there. Here's a little angel as a part of my garden decor, and more of the mixture of petunia and marigolds. And when I pop these off, I just kind of split them in two and try to drop the seeds so that they can multiply. And I just drop them around the area like that. And there are more. Now here's another boxwood. And then behind this the angel here, I have a tulip that blooms. Of course, this came off of the clearance at Lowe's as well. And it bloomed a purple and yellow, just gorgeous. Here are some more transplanted hostas from the backyard. And this is my fountain. So this is what you see when you come out of the house. And then behind, on the other side, I have another transplanted hostas that are doing very well. And I'm trying to get these impatiens to grow back here, but they're not doing too good, so I may end up moving them. Okay. Now these containers here, I bought those from a flea market. It does have a little crack on the back, but they were only 10 bucks. They were gray, and I came home and painted them. And so this is the tree that lights up at night, along with the other lighting. And then this is one of my flowers from my flower stash, and a candle that lights up in this lantern at night. So on both sides, I have the urns and the tree, and then I have another hosta as well. And then to mirror the other side, I have the boxwoods on this side, and then I have petunias and petunias on this side, and then you'll start to see the solid colors because I think I ran out of mums, I believe. But then here is the lake. This was a part of a fountain, and I got it for a really good deal. So this is a really nice piece of decor for the yard. Behind that is don't worry about that. I've got to mulch this side as well. It's a lot to do when you're gardening, especially if you want it to look nice. This was also on the clearance a couple of years ago. It is a hibiscus, and it blooms a beautiful, gorgeous red. And the thing about it is the blooms will only last for a day, but they are gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So here is another boxwood. On that side. And then here are some more petunias. And our little friend here. And then I have a bunny on the other side. Here's another white azalea that, I mean, the white is just beautiful. In front of this statue right here, this is a, I can't think of the name of, so I won't try to figure it out. But I think it's Candy Tuft. But they're about to bloom out now, or complete their blooming cycle. But imagine that in all of these white. That was just beautiful in front of that. This came back from last year. This is a begonia that came back from last year. And how I keep these petunias blooming, I just take off the spent bloom, and keep it moving. And so I've got to mulch this side as well. And so there's another iris as well. I was hoping that they would bloom, but I just planted them last summer, so maybe it takes a while. Now here are the lamb's ear on this side. See how different in size they are? This side gets more sun, so they do really well. I've divided some and put them in my backyard as well, but they are huge, and I've got to divide them again. This snapdragon actually came back from last year, and I think because these seeds dropped, and I'll just come in, take one off, and then drop them down. So hopefully some more will come back, and then I'll save some as well. Here are some more petunias. Again, they go all the way down on both sides. And then here is the other lamb's ear that's doing very well, and more petunias. And then in this spot, I'm going to plant another petite rose to match on the other side. And I also had the azalea on the other side that I got from Lowe's on clearance for $5, and so that's coming back, and I know it's going to be beautiful next year because it blooms red. In this particular container, these I could not find what I wanted to put in here, so in the meantime it has artificial flowers in there, which will do, and then I'll come back and decide what I want to put in there. And when planting, I don't rush to just put stuff everywhere because you can waste a lot of money that way. So here's some more iris as well. And so it's coming along really well. I've just got to go back and mulch some areas on this side, and I'll be done. And I'm going to show you the front yard and I'll be done. Okay, here in the front, our grass needs to be cut, so my husband's going to do that sometimes, either one day this week. And so I have some vincas that I found on clearance as well from Lowe's. This is a little sitting area that we created last summer, I believe it was. Well, it was already there. We just kind of made it bigger. So that's what it looks like. And then here we have the two urns with the same thing on each side of the back, the vincas. And these will eventually droop over the side. They'll hang down. And then here we have the little, the baby boxwoods. Can't think of the name. And those same flowers that bloom purple. I cannot think of the name. I'm sorry. But anyway, there is one there. There's another boxwood. And then there is another one of those plants. This is what it is. But I can't think of the name. And then there is another boxwood. All right, so this is the table. This is my, well, I'm going to say next project, but this is one of my projects. Each summer I painted a different color, and you can see it's been black, it's been orange, it's been red twice, and I can prime it, and the sun just beats it up. So I've got to sand this off and paint it again. I've got this basket with the basket will stay. I've just got to figure out what flowers I'm going to put in there. The house is just in there for the meantime. I'm not going to leave that here, but I'll put it in the backyard somewhere. But I've got to figure out how to keep this. Well, maybe I won't figure it out, but each summer I have to paint it because it's so torn up. Right. And in front of the seating area, here is what I call my front yard centerpiece. And these, all of these petunias in here are also from the clearance at Lowe's. And these vincas are from the clearance as well. Now, these creeping Jenny, they've been in here for years and they just die off and come back. So by the end of the summer, they will be all the way down here. But it won't look that attractive because the heat will tear them up. But right now, it's just a gorgeous sight. I just love it. And though this is another ground cover that you could use and not spend a lot of money. I just love this little centerpiece. Now here, I carved out this section because at first I wanted to put some flowers around it. But then I said I wanted to put boxwoods around it. When I put the boxwoods, they did not do good, so I had to move them. So I need to mulch this. I just have some grass in those little pots right now, the ones that bloom. And that's what that looks like right now. But once I mulch it and everything and determine what plants I want to put in there, I think it'll look really, really nice. But that's it for now. I appreciate you all so much for watching and supporting my videos. And I hope and pray that you have a great week and a great rest of the day. Take care, and may the good Lord bless you all real good.